God, I love the sound of my own voice. Yes, I heard John J. Hooker say that recently. You know, he's been a perennial candidate for governor in Tennessee, but he never wins. A little more about that later. Let me tell you a little about me, though. I'm Twyman Towery. I'm a powerful speaker, well known, been doing this, over 20 years, very good at it. I'm so confident in my speaking abilities, let me tell you. For instance, you see today, I've got a pink shirt on. Real men wear pink. It's me. Not everybody's got the guts to do it, but I do because I'm so confident in what I do. I know how accomplished and good I am at my art, at my craft. For instance, this shirt is not just any shirt. These buttons. I was in Washington and I went down to make a speech and my button was cracked. I was so disappointed. I said, tell me the best men's store in Washington. The man said, I'll tell you better than that. A tailor, he'll make those shirts for you. You won't get buttons that break anymore. And I said, give me his name. And I went there. And I had him make shirts for me. And I bought 20 right then. I said, I'll take 20. And he said, but you don't understand, sir. These shirts sell for $110 a piece. I said, it's no problem for a big speaker like me. Ring them up. Well, but first we had to test them. He took a hammer and he beat on the buttons. And as you can see, these buttons don't break. I said, I hate collars that fray and strings hanging off. He took sandpaper and rubbed all over them and gave them the business. And these collars, as you can see, are perfect. And finally I said, and I can't get ready to go and have strings and fraying here on my wrist. And he said, that won't happen, sir. And we went through the same treatment, did fine. And that's when I said, ring them up. Because I've got confidence. I've got confidence in wearing pink. I don't worry about it because I know where I'm coming from. And I want to help you do the same thing. That's why I'm a consultant. So, let's get down to business here. And, I forgot, but well, do you know consultants like that? Folks, I do. And maybe I've been one, but I try not to be one today. There was a magazine article one time that came out, one of the great business magazines here in America, and they called me. I was in South Carolina doing a program. I'll never forget, I was so impressed that they would want to talk to me. And he mentioned some of the other consultants, John Peters, and some of the names that you would know that were going to be in this article. And I said, hey, this is going to put me on the map. Well, the article put us all on the map. It was really a set-up job to blast consultants all over America, and it was pretty tacky. But you know, when people would ask me about, hey, where did they come up with that article about you? I saw it. I would say, I don't know, you know, I'd try to get out of the room because it was embarrassing, even though it wasn't right. Today, I would, you know, if somebody did that to me and it weren't right, I would just get out in front and lead the band, you know, just like it was a parade. And say, heck yeah. You know, they could have picked a lot other stuff to run me down for that would have been a lot more juicy than that. And true. But I didn't. I forgot the importance of self-effacement. Back to John J. Hooker. John J. runs for governor. He always loses. He even said, you know, there are other people in this state, Howard Baker, Lamar Alexander, Al Gore, Bob Clement, they run for elections. They've gotten beat. He says, but the difference in me and them, what separates me from the pack is I've lost every single one I've ran in. It broke the crowd up. Everybody was with him. He said, yes, I was the king of the losers. When they're all in a room together and I walk in, they all stand up. Well, you start out a speech or you give the people you work with a few stories that are self-effacing and funny, they're with you. They want to help you. They want to be part of your team. You know, Gandhi said, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. So laughing at you is a very important part of winning. It's the part, it really is, where someone shows confidence, knowledge of subject, and is not afraid of criticisms that are always sure to come our way. You know, anger and laughter are mutually exclusive. You can't do one while you're doing the other. It's just impossible to really be laughing and having fun and really be angry. And I find a lot of people in the business world today are angry. They are mad. They are upset. They feel cheated by their company. There's no loyalty, or by their boss, by the country, by you name it. People are angry. Get them to laugh, and the anger is no longer there. So, you know, there are all kind of quips we can make about, to give the examples of self-effacement. You know, Al Gore has a famous one. He says, "My name is Al Gore, and I used to be the next president of the United States." So, we are including the newsletter again today because we had a few mistakes on the one we sent out earlier. I think you'll like it, and I hope you'll use it. When people ask me, I'm afraid of going in front of audiences. What can I do? What will get rid of my nervousness? And I say, you know, be self-effacing. Put yourself down. Now, don't ever question that you know what you're talking about, because you shouldn't be there if you really don't know what you're talking about. But question you and the silliness that we all are. And then the crowd's with you. That's the best way to feel at ease with public speaking, which, by the way, surveys show that Americans fear even more than death. And by the way, today we have got a new book out here, The Wisdom of Wolves, Leadership Lessons from Nature. And we call this our gift edition. We still have the classic edition that so many of you have, but this is a new beautiful book with gorgeous pictures in it. The cast makes it a little difficult to show you, but there are beautiful pictures of wolves in this book, gorgeous colors, and I just want to suggest that as gifts, you may want to keep that in mind. Discounts available. Please call me, talk to me about your group and how we can achieve the things you'd like to achieve in your organization. I'd love to hear from you anytime. Thank you.